I have a work call in literally 30 minutes. I'm trying to get dressed, trying to get in the shower. Both kids here, one kid screaming, overstimulated. And let's just talk for 5 seconds. Hold on. Come here, bud. Can we also talk for 5 seconds about postpartum getting dressed? Because there's nothing worse than getting clothes on that literally don't fit you and you're not pregnant. You're just like large. So I have no clothes that fit me, literally none. My postpartum pants are too big on me and everything else is way too small. These feel so small. I feel like I'm not even myself. It's just like, I might as well just not get dressed or I'm gonna tear every mirror down in my house because it just is very depressing. It's just being honest, very, very honest. We made it out today. It was very stressful, but we came out. We're at Cheekwood Trains with Mom. It was a very stressful drive. I had to pump and drive and baby screaming and took a long time to get out. Do you hear that? I hear it coming. So cute.
Wait, is there anything on the little thing now?
No.
There's an alien, and then there's a pig on the other side.
Monsters Inc.
Let's go.
Okay, I had to share with you guys like the most amazing news ever. Last night, August had 5 hours of sleep, like the longest stretch he's ever done. And yesterday we went to Cheekwood. It was so nice to just get out of the house. It was hot and stuff. We were out and about and it felt really good. And then last night I put him to bed. Like I started going to bed at 8:30, do all my same things that I always do, like bath and then, swaddle him and give him his bottle and burp him and then put him to bed. And he slept from 9:30 to 2:30, which is like massive. Then I fed him a bottle again at 2:30, went back to bed. He woke up at 5:30 and then he was like kind of up from that time. So we're getting into the transition period where it's like he used to just kind of like nap on me when he would fall asleep, and now he's having like more wake and sleep hours. So if I'm not walking around with him, this is his second nap of the morning. His first nap, I swaddled him, put him down, put on the sleep machine. He was up for like an hour, and then you could tell he was really tired, so I put him to bed. And he only slept for like 20, 30 minutes, and then he was up again wanting food because he's still feeding like every 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Normally in the morning it's like 2 hours, especially since he just had that long sleep last night. But I had to share with you guys because I'm finally feeling like, and I know I say this every single time, but like gradually things are starting to get better. Like last night, I had like a little bit of a mental breakdown. It's just, I think he's starting to get like the nighttime scaries around 5 o'clock where, from 4 on, he just kind of wants to nurse and be on you. And I'm trying to like nurse less and less because I don't produce as much milk. So what happens is that he'll nurse on me and then I have to get a bottle ready and then feed him. And it's a lot because he'll nurse on me for like an hour and he's still hungry because I only produce like maybe 2 ounces and he needs like 3 to 4 ounces right now. So it's like I do all that for an hour and then I have to either pull out the milk from the fridge, so it's breast milk, or I have to give him a bottle for another like 2 ounces, and then it's more feeding for like another 20 minutes. So it's like an hour and a half. He feeds every 2 to 3 hours. So by the time he's done feeding, it's like, he has 30 minutes and it's time to feed again. So I'm just trying to figure out a little bit more of a rhythm for him. But I will say, he's a little fussy when it comes from like 5 to 7, I would say, for like those 2 hours. He's like starting to getting kind of fussy, which is pretty normal, but it's also very overstimulating. My daughter had softball last night. Normally I take all the kids. Jason works in the evenings on Tuesday, Wednesdays with a client. So it's just me. And last night I was like, I'm not doing this by myself. Like I just can't. I'm too overstimulated and it's just like too much crying and everything else. So we've done a lot yesterday going to Cheekwood. So I just decided I'm not doing it. So I'm trying to get into figuring out like the nursing situation because I know I'll probably stop. I want to stop before I go to work because I don't produce enough and it's just a lot of work trying to produce and pump, and I'm hand pumping while I'm driving. It's just like a whole freaking thing. So I'm trying to figure that out. I'm hoping to just like nurse in the morning and then nurse at night, and then that'll kind of be it, and then give him bottles throughout the day. Just being out and about because it is really hard, like driving and pumping and doing all of that. I was doing it yesterday and Jason could just tell I was just like so overwhelmed. My mom was with me, and I just like felt like I was gonna have a nervous breakdown just trying to pump and do all the things. Plus, not to mention, like, I get really, really bad migraines. Every time my milk lets down, I'll get like a really bad headache, like right here. And then when I'm nursing, I get a really bad headache. So I just feel like my hormones are fluctuating so intensely. I don't know if it's just my age or what. Like, I used to get like a high whenever my milk would come down, and now it's like just a splitting migraine. So that is also something that I'm like, I don't love that. It's very challenging, and I don't want to be taking medication and all this stuff if I'm still nursing him sometimes. So anyway, you guys, that's my debacle. I did make my bed today. Very proud of myself. I wear him. This is like, I'm going to try and start getting a little bit more into schedule, but I think wearing him for the second feeding, after the second feeding, just to get stuff done around the house is helpful. And then I'm going to take a shower. We have so many errands to run today with the kids. So I'm going to make a bottle and just have it in the bag, like boil the water so it's super hot, because then, you know, I'll feed him before we leave. And then once we leave, it's like I'll make him a bottle for when we're out, because it's so hard with 2 kids trying to like nurse for 1 hour, stop the car. And it's like, and that sounds like so selfish, but it's also being realistic with expectations. Like, I can't just stop and nurse for an hour when my daughter has a birthday party tonight. We have to go get a birthday gift. And, you know, it's like all these things that are continuously going, and life is moving, and, you know, they're a baby. They just got to move with us, you know? Anyway, he's amazing and great, and I am mentally feeling a lot stronger, especially since I had 5 hours. I haven't had 5 hours of sleep since before I had this baby. And I don't even know if I did before, because my sleep was so bad before I had this baby. So I just feel really freaking grateful that I got a 5-hour stretch last night. It's been almost a month since I've had that, which is crazy that I've been going on like 3 hours of sleep for a month. It's amazing what women can do, dude. Women, like, no man could ever do this. Like, no man could ever freaking do this. It's insane. Like, women were created for this, because no man could go with this much little of sleep and survive without killing somebody. Literally. So anywho, that's all. I'll check back in with you guys, let you guys know how I'm doing on my errands. And I hope you guys are tuning in and enjoying. Okay, bye.